Hey everybody, welcome back.
Welcome back, and new effort in this new episode of Santa's Gone Rogue. It's Larry again, dressed up as someone again. Miles will not be happy.
Oh,
He's involved himself again in another case.
Yeah, Larry shows up in the weirdest times in the series where it's like, no, why did you show up now? Like, when he shows up in the third game, it's hilarious because everyone just goes, Larry, what are you doing?
I like when he shows up in Miles's first game. Miles goes, what are you doing here? I'm on vacation.
Edgy.
I'm on vacation, darn you.
It's like, hey, Edgy, how you doing? It's like, no!
He's so angry. It's like, I left you behind in the old village. Tell me about the dogs. Like, how much are they? How can I get Nick to buy me, like, 5?
Oh, you mean the samurai dogs?
Why are they samurai dogs? Are they imbued with the essence and valor of the steel samurai? I mean, they're kind of gourd-shaped.
Well, originally they were gourd dogs. Like, guard dogs.
Ouch! Even for a series of really bad puns, that's really bad.
The samurai thing was Kiance's idea. She's my woman, you know. She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made me the banner as well. And the kids can't get enough of these samurai dogs.
I desperately want this girlfriend to not be real, but he just keeps pulling up the act to the point where he disappears into the hallway, dresses up as his girlfriend, and it just keeps going for years. That's what I desperately want for the rest of the series. Something about that just seems wrong, almost like a lie.
Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake with all the big news.
The big news? You mean the murder?
Yeah, Gordy.
Oh. I almost lost faith in this whole town completely. Gordy?
What is...
What's Gordy? I'm new here.
You mean you don't know?
No, I'm new.
Here on this very lake, a giant mysterious monster, Gordy.
A monster? Like an Oni?
No, like a Loch Ness monster, but this is not Ness or a loch. Is it a loch? Oh, technically.
That's a lake, yeah. That's a gourd-shaped lake. I mean, it's not a pond. It's big enough for someone to ride a boat out to the middle and someone else to get shot.
Check it out. This was the article from yesterday's newspaper. Here's a photo.
Wow, it's really real. Nick, monsters are real. My sister laughed at me, but they're really real.
Oh, don't worry, Maya. Monsters exist. That's clearly a hand puppet.
Is there gonna be a point in this case where
look at it? It looks like it's Kermit. It's like, hello. I was like, oh my god.
Is there gonna be a point in this case where people are going to try and have you suggest that Nessie was the one who killed the person?
I believe there is actually a thing of like, then who was the real murderer? And one of them actually is Nessie, and we are going to be picking that one. We're
gonna save beforehand, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nick, a monster! A real monster!
Yeah, it's probably just a log or something,
or a
right?
hand puppet.
I mean, it's actually going too far up in the water to actually be a log, because...
Well, it could be that it's like a false
But yeah, it looks like a hand puppet. It looks like a hand puppet.
Could be that in that area that there's like a false green screen, because I don't like the way that water juts up like that, and that, like, boat over there.
I also don't like how the capital A is not blurred at all, and it looks like it's on a different layer than everything else in the image.
I desperately want to read this.
Here's a quote from the person who took the photo. What is this? I set the camera up to automatic and then we went in the frame. Then I heard a loud bang like an explosion. followed by the sound of something slipping into the water.
That's the murder. So it took
No.
place in the day.
That
explains why she's, triggering it to a sound.
Yeah.
But she's being super sketchy because she doesn't want to ruin her credibility at the university.
Yeah.
Which makes way more sense than her looking for meteors with a giant boom mic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. She's not paid off. That we know of. Because you can never rule that out.
Well, I'm not going to say that...
Adworth and
Well, I'm not going to say that she's too stupid to be paid off, but she makes fun of her lack of intelligence at one time.
Well,
so.
At least it's her and not us.
Well, we have to keep up the stereotype of those Southern people are not intelligent.
But they're usually actually really smart.
Yes,
and
they actually are really smart.
Especially when it comes to social skills.
Oddly enough.
They're more perceptive in that than most northerners, which is such a blanket term.
We're talking about
North
people
and
from
South.
Japan as well. We're talking about
yeah.
Japanese culture. We're not just talking about American culture, which they think that which they think they are doing, but they are not.
They're just talking about what's the name of the southern area where all the hamburgers and cows are? Is it? My brain wants to say Hisoka, but that's not correct because it's just a mangling of two. Kansai, it's the Kansai region.
Yeah.
That's right, it's the Kansai region.
No, where is the Kansai region? I do not know anymore. I do know that I do know that Tokyo is in the Kanto region.
Well, yeah, that's obvious. I mean, don't you know your Pokemon lore?
No. Yeah, it was like, Kansai.
Okay.
Most people, when they
That's
consider
where
like
the South
the
starts,
southern
right?
people, they think of people from the Kansai or the
I'm not gonna
Chugoku
even try because I know I'm gonna butcher it.
Yeah, and most people just consider the Kyushu region. The just basically that is all basically like tourist stuff.
This just in, two slightly white Hispanic kids butcher Japanese again.
Yeah.
If this was Spanish, I might have a chance to get the pronunciations
I mean,
correct.
we were pronouncing Japanese, Spanish words before we even knew anything about Spanish. And I was like, oh, that just looks right. Mm-hmm. It's like Percy Jackson and the Olympians, but it's for like Chilean Spanish instead of Greek.
I know like 3 words in the Easter Island dialect. I almost fell off my stool there. Mm-hmm. I saw my light flash before my eyes. All 5 seconds of it. Okay. I wish I could have seen it. I would have raised my fist to the heavens and said, I was right. It's not just spirits, sister. It's everything.
Why would there be even an explosion sound? Larry? Could I borrow this article from you? I need this for the case. Sure, no problem. I'll be $1 million. Grow up, Larry.
I like how Phoenix just doesn't even for a second entertain it. It's like he just rips it from his hand and goes, Larry, no.
Okay, think about this. Phoenix looks at Larry like Edgeworth looks at Phoenix, and that is the funniest thing, because then you have to think about how Edgeworth views Larry and how Larry views Edgeworth.
I think Larry sees Edgeworth as that friend that they're still friends, and he doesn't understand why he keeps a joke up that's like, oh, he just says that he hates me. As Phoenix goes, very cool off. He's about to explode. And Miles is just foaming at the mouth in fury. So, Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry. Give me gossip.
Yeah, Nick and him and I used to hang out all the time.
Wow. I never knew, Phoenix.
Now, don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like his father.
Like his father?
Yeah.
That sounds angsty. Tell me more.
Reggie's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day.
You can see like the stars in her eyes, and she's like writing stuff down. It's like, wow. Wait. You said defense lawyer? Defense lawyer?
Yeah.
Wait a second. You said was. Does that mean he's dead? But Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney.
What? Reggie's got a proboscis on his knee.
I love Larry. No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer.
Huh, go figure. Always used to talk about defending the weak who are unable to defend themselves.
Wow.
He used to go on and on about man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed in his mind though.
I wonder if it could be related to the case at all, and about Miles's perception that he's guilty.
You know, Nick.
I'm not Nick. Nick? Oh, because he called him Nick too, like no one else has called him Nick.
Yeah. Huh? Oh, is that your attorney's badge? Dude, you really helped me out back in the trial. Sorry I can't really pay you. Of course, you blow it all on Fiancé. In quotation marks. I love how it's in quotation marks.
I get the feeling that Phoenix also thinks the girlfriend's fake. Or that she's not a girlfriend, she's just a roommate.
But you can have all the dogs you want.
Really? She starts eyes sparkling.
Larry.
She starts going over there and just lifting dogs and just like putting them on herself. It's like, no, you guys go. I'm eating here.
You let her out your dogs, there won't be any left for the other customers. Hey, no problem. That's what makes her happy, you know? How many times do I have to remind you it was me who got you off the hook?
She's gonna eat all the dogs in that stand.
How's that? It's a camera, you take pictures with it.
I'm about to silence this.
Yeah. Huh. Oh, sorry, I just kind of skipped your dialogue.
Wow, my dialogue was in there?
Yeah, it's something about
I was trying to silence my phone. And I'm pretty sure that Maya is too busy stuffing hot dogs into her mouth to be coherent right now.
I was like, she's like, oh, you know what a camera is? I was like,
You
of course I know what a camera
is?
Hey, you're looking at a bona fide junior high graduate. Talk about the weird contraption on that camera. Oh, that. Well, it's hard to explain here as he's lugging around this entire camera set for some reason. Don't go showing it to me then, jeez.
Yeah, because how can he show it to him without him holding it?
Hey Larry, you know this guy? Who's that? I don't know, that's why I asked you. Who's this, Maya?
Well...
Oh wait, Maya said that she'd seen him before, didn't she? What's this? You know, my eyes have been getting pretty bad lately, Nick. Actually, the photo's blurry, Larry. It was taken last night.
It's a sigh of relief. It's like, oh, it's not just my eyes, but I did see Miles out there on the lake, or someone who looked like Miles. I called out to him, and there was a loud sigh of resignment, so it was probably Miles.
Last night. Wait, so you don't even have something to talk about the thing that you just gave us? Oh, okay then. Let's check. Nope.
We can't take the camera apart? Oh, that's right, we have it.
No, it's still set up.
Okay. I wish I could see the placement of all of these on the map. I wish that there was a map and I could see the placement of them. Not a gumshoe in sight!
If we're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently an important witness turned up. He'll be in there for a while.
Lot of heart. Has to be.
Uh-oh.
Her purse is just full of hot dogs and packets.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. I'm just about to go into a food coma after eating like 7,000 hot dogs. Nothing, just something's been bothering me.
Yeah, it's probably your stomach.
Could you show me that autopsy report one more time? Hey! I remember now. This guy, he's a lawyer that worked for that office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis.
That office? Wait, you mean Grossberg's office?
Right, that guy.
Was the last name I expected to come up.
I know, really.
Maybe I should go talk to him for old time's sake.
It's almost like there's something connected to this case that binds everyone together.
You know, I think it's developing a nice luster.
I'll look at your badge later, Nick. We've got work to do.
Suppose you're right. Nick, we need to hurry. Okay.
Wow, she's suddenly really fired up about going over there. There's still a blank, barren part of the wall.
It's all familiar clearing at the throat. You're Mia something or not. Well, you're not. I was her understudy, yes, Phoenix, right? And you're Mia's something too, are you not?
Her little sister, yes.
You've grown in the half year that this game took place over. Come to look a lot like your sister, you know. Takes me back.
You're missing something.
The days of my youth like the scent of a fresh lemon, you see? Mr. Grossberg, sir? Oh, yes, I beg your pardon. Suppose you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter?
That painting. He never got the painting back.
There was a murder last night.
There was drugs in the painting, wasn't there?
No, it was just really expensive and he sold it off. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol.
You could word that differently.
Edgeworth? What? Who'd he shoot?
I'm sure they deserved it, but...
Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown somehow.
I like the idea everyone seems to have that if Miles shot someone, they probably deserved it. Everyone who knew Miles seems to be in agreement with that.
I would like to point out...
They probably deserved it.
They have an image of the guy on file, and no one at the precinct can cross-reference any case that this guy has worked on.
It's almost as if those files were destroyed or something.
Yeah, most likely. Wouldn't that be weird?
Wouldn't that be funky if the same guy who's paying people off at the precinct burned the case records or something? Because he has that kind of power at the office.
This is terrible news indeed. I guess he hadn't heard anything.
So probably should have worded that differently.
Well, Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh yeah, I do not think it shall ever be coming back to this office. Can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts. Old bitter desserts. Basically, he's saying this like...
Yeah.
Strange. Feels so I have seen this man somewhere before. Ah! Do you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office.
Was past tense.
It's Hammond. Robert Hammond.
So, is the pun about being a hammer, or about, being an almond, or about hamming stuff up?
No, he just has a regular name.
Those don't exist in Phoenix, right?
I know, isn't that weird?
Mr. Hammond, almost like that's tickling something at the back of my mind.
And you say this is the man who Miles Edgeworth shot?
Allegedly shot. I mean, if he did, he probably deserved it.
So who was this
probably in
Hammond?
self-defense.
Who was this Hammond guy anyway? Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case. That case? Yeah, the DL6 incident.
This case, I know enough about this series that this case is the haunting specter of the entire series. That
yes,
connects
it is
more characters in an endless circular web than any other point in the entire story.
It's a proverbial Murder on the Orient Express where you just find out that everyone was in the same room at the same time, coincidentally.
Wasn't it like an elevator? How could people have been in the room?
No, it's a train. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the DL6. Is that a train?
No, the
I thought it was
DL6 incident was the murder case that was attempted to be solved with a medium, but the medium got something wrong because she summoned the wrong spirit. Yes, that is the entire crux of the DL6 incident, and we will be revisiting it 4 more times in this series.
I highballed it. Ugh.
Yeah.
But I know enough about this case, and about half of the people involved in this case, to know that there's not a person in this town that wasn't affected by it.
Maybe like, 2
Harry? I mean, Harry was tangentially involved. Larry.
Larry's tangentially involved because
Phoenix and Miles are involved.
Yeah. Yes, the DL6 incident. Why does that sound so familiar? Perhaps you remember?
As Maya begins to sweat, like profusely
I'm sure
sweating.
someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. The incident where the police were sort of lost, they used a spirit medium.
Yep, she's sweating in the back. Wait. You don't mean... Was that medium my mother?
Yes, my dear. The spirit medium was Misty Fey. The mother contacted your mother contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident, yes. It happened 15 years ago. Very strange indeed. Never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fey used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led the charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and suspect was declared innocent.
The police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud because they certainly didn't want to take the fall for their bad choices. Even though legally it was their fault for contacting a third party in the first place.
I believe the thing that they got wrong was the idea that their smoking gun evidence was hearsay from a supernatural source, so you can't scientifically verify it.
You were the one
Except for we know in this
her.
universe,
Spirits are a real thing.
when you channel a spirit, your body physically manifests. Your body physically changes to resemble them, so it's a little bit easier to tell when someone is being affected. So, in some way, there must be some shady things as to why the spirit would not tell the truth.
To revisit a different time, I'm sure.
Oh, definitely.
Because we're gonna have to. We don't.
Oh, we're gonna
get
be
a
seeing
choice.
every dumb angle from this dumb case.
We're going to get to be the defense attorney of the rat who lived in the ventilation of the train And if that doesn't happen, I will both be surprised and disappointed at the same time. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg?
Yeah. Yes,
No,
quite.
you didn't. Thank you. Thank you for being loyal and kind and supportive to my family at every step of the way.
No, please, don't mention it. Never thought I'd hear that name again.
But wait. What does that case have to do anything with Mr. Edgeworth? I mean, it's not like he's directly involved in the case as like a witness or something that they can bring to the trial.
There's everything to do with, Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth.
What? That would explain his hatred of defense attorneys, at least psychologically, because he harbors guilt about not being able to help because he was a small boy. And that's how trauma works.
If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself.
That's gonna be kind of hard.
Show him this. Sure, he'll talk to you.
I'm sure he'll scream at us. Wait. This is a photograph of my mother.
Yeah. I never got to use this photo back in case 2, so it makes sense to use it now. Since I know for a fact that this next part will be long, we're actually getting to the end of the episode here. And when we come back, we're going to talk to Miles.
We're gonna spend the entire episode trying to convince him that we can actually help.
Yeah. See you guys next time.
See you guys, bye!
Bye.